Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devan.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
What is it, Tuesday? Monday? It's Monday pod? Tuesday pod?
Tuesday.
Whatever day it is.
What's his name?
Ladies.
Bill Burr had I don't know if he still does it. It was the Monday morning podcast or whatever, but he would do it on Thursdays.
Who had it?
Bill Burr. It's just him sitting in like his garage ranting.
I was about to say, as soon as you said Bill Burr, it did sound familiar. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me. You got Devan. We are back. We got preseason right around the corner, which means regular season is like right around the other corner. So football is it's back. It's not like all the way back.
No.
But it's back.
We do at least have 3 weeks.
It's about 30 days.
No, 3 preseason weeks.
Yeah, 3 preseason weeks, then they get the bye.
First game Thursday.
Few games on Thursday, but first game of the kickoff on the opener. The opening week's gonna be nice because you got the Thursday night and you got a Friday night game. I don't know if there's a Saturday. I don't think so, but still. That week's gonna be a whole other conversation. But people complain about contracts still. People complaining about some people landed on the depth chart. But Jeopardy, we got some things to talk about. We got some things to do, Devan. But first things first. Like I said, football is back. Preseason starts on Thursday, so the next time we have an episode, football will have been played. I believe the Ravens even play on Thursday. Then I think there's some Friday preseason, Saturday, Sunday preseason. It's just gonna be preseason football from Thursday to Sunday. We're gonna talk about Shedeur in a little bit just because of the outrage from certain fans at the depth chart lineup. I've seen a lot of it online. We'll get to see people like Shedeur, Cam Ward. I guess we'll really get to see these running backs in action. Maybe Cam or Genty. Those will be nice. Those will be nice players to see in preseason. But it is back, so we're gonna have a lot of overhype. We're gonna have a lot of overreactions from analysts and Stephen A. Smith saying that. Cam Ward's going to be a top 10 quarterback by halfway through the season or whatnot. But the more
we've been on a decent stretch with decent rookie quarterbacks.
Here's the problem though. If and this is no knock to Cam Ward, right? But if halfway through the year Cam Ward was one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the league, something bad happened.
Yeah, agreed.
Like something bad happened because we struggle to fit.
Halfway through the year, Jaden was top 10.
But he had the greatest rookie season of all time, and now he is held at a pedestal where he better continue to do what he's done, if not better.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I think a lot of quarterbacks have done that. I think there was a time where when Andrew Luck showed up, it was like, oh shit, we got a guy. But either way, I think that it's Cam Ward. I understand like Jaden but see, it's like, but if Caleb did what Jaden Daniels did, maybe it'd be a little scarier. But I mean, Jaden Daniels is just like that, and we've established that. But I'm saying it's like. We struggle to fit certain people into the top 10, and there's like I'm saying like
the top 10's pretty packed. Like there's a good 4 or 5 guys off the list who couldn't slip in.
Yeah, there's a good 15. There's a good top 15. So, and if we did a top 20, I'm just gonna say right now off the top of my head, I'd probably not have Cam Ward in there.
Of course.
So if he ended up surpassing that and entering the top 10, it's a problem.
Especially on this Titans team.
Unless he was having a greater rookie season than what Jaden Daniels had. Like it would have to be some. No, I mean you would have to have better numbers with that team. I mean you would have to do more,
sure.
or let me not say better numbers, but you would have to do more with that team. You're not winning, especially them close games. It's like I don't know how close, how many close games Tennessee is going to have.
They're not getting into a touchdown battle with the Bengals.
No, it's not happening. So it would be an issue of Cam Ward, mind you. Like I said, it'd be great to see Cam Ward cut up this year with Tennessee, and I already like what he said but he said it himself. We're mid. He said we're mid right now. So honestly, now that I think about it, it's not even that bad. He said that we're mid.
Well, it's a smart thing for him to keep expectations low on the entire team. If he's running his mouth saying we're this and we're that, and then they go and win 6 games, which they may or may not do, that would look brutal. But he's honest.
But what's more, I think maybe even more interesting than, I guess, just preseason football. Maybe not more interesting, but just I guess we're gonna wait. It's keeping us on our toes. I'll say we got some guys who are holding out, not practicing, not wanting to play, and I have 4 of the biggest holdouts in the NFL right now. And I guess the question would be if we had to ask ChatGPT this question, Devin, because that's the point we're at, where we're getting AI to just answer the toughest sports debates. No, because I saw AI's top 5 QB list and it pissed me off. So, because once again, Jaden Daniels is just that much. It's just that close to Lamar. He's just that close to Lamar. But no. Which holdout is going to affect this team's? Which holdout is going to affect this team's season, like this year?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Now this is if they continue to hold out. Don't play or get traded.
Correctly. Yes, correct. None of the scenarios that we're going to talk about end with they're going to sign with them and everything's going to be happy. They're all going to be happy.
Yeah.
This is all with the with the most, like, I guess the worst possible outcome, which is they're not on the team anymore.
Yeah.
So one that we talked about, not much, but I think is one that would definitely hurt this team, especially going into this year. James Cook.
I completely forgot he was holding out. I thought you were going to say Trey, but we'd already talked about Trey.
Oh, we'll talk about. It's the big 4 is Trey, Micah, Terry, and James. But James Cook, he wants a long-term deal. He isn't practicing. He has, or the way it was reported is he was reported at training camp, but isn't practicing. Whatever that means. So I don't know.
Well, that's push-ups in the corner. Same thing with Hendrickson and McLaurin. They've all shown up, haven't practiced.
Okay,
I guess just walked around in shorts.
So I guess that's what a holdout is nowadays. He has 1 year left on his rookie deal, and he wants to get paid. And this seems like the most, I guess, I don't know, out of all the 4, I've seen Buffalo the most confident that, like, no, we want to pay him. We want to re-sign him. Maybe that's just not their main focus at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, if they are ready to pay him, then they probably should just do it.
Yes.
Like, why are we even prolonging the situation if both sides, like, you want to get paid and we want to pay you?
Maybe
what are we waiting on? I believe it was something mentioned that he wants to get paid around like 15 a year, which would put him like top 5 highest paid running backs, which, if we looked at the top 5 highest paid, I bet we could pick at least one out of there that's probably not as good as James Cook.
The problem is Kyron Williams just signed. Kyron Williams just signed for 33 over 3, so $11 million a year. And he had a ton of touchdowns last year, played pretty well, is going to be the future running back of this team. And granted, neither of these guys are ultra, like, they're definitely not the most important part of their team's success, but Kyron Williams was a pretty big factor last year.
Okay, yes, but Now, Josh Allen, I mean, he was Mr. QB sneak at the goal line all year.
But he if we're going to talk about the Bills as a team that needed a Josh Allen season like that, and Josh Allen's team was so bad that he had to do all this stuff on his own, and the rest of the team was shit, and that's why he's the MVP. It's like we can't do that and then still say that James Cook is ultra important. He is.
Yeah,
But
no, it's he's absolutely important. But like, if you looked at like something like I'm saying like James Cook could have easily jumped out of the off the numbers and had the most rushing touchdowns in the league.
yeah,
Like they genuinely just stole so
that
many
is
at the
fair.
goal line for
That
Josh
is
Allen.
fair.
So Josh was on my fantasy team. Like trust me, I knew it was like that man was just
Exactly.
sneaking as soon as they got to the goal line. And it also killed me because that was one of the arguments. Like he had more rushing touchdowns than Lamar. So, no, he had more diving touchdowns than Lamar.
And
Like,
Lamar
yeah,
has
like
slowed his running and is still running for a ton of yards, still scoring
yeah,
a ton
but
of touchdowns.
we'll talk
And you
about
had
Josh
Derrick
and
Henry for
Lamar.
anything on the goal line, so fuck
Yeah.
off.
Now I look at it like regardless of how much you think Josh Allen is carrying that team, if anything, I've heard the opposite and how great their receivers are and how great their whole team is, and
From Bills
just
fans, yeah.
just well from Bills fans.
Well, I mean, but it's weird how the Bills fans talk up the entire team, and then the NFL media talks up Josh Allen.
Yeah, well, no, Bills fans tell us that they have one of the best teams, and then they also have the MVP of the NFL, but
Because their
they
team
also
sucks.
but they're like, no, Josh or Lamar can't be the MVP because his team's good. It's like just not how it works. Shout out to Shy. But I believe that
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you take James Cook away from this offense. I mean, there goes your play action. Your play action's dead. So you aren't scaring any defense into thinking that you're going to have some type of I guess run game at all. I mean,
Yeah.
you're taking James Cook out of the backfield for the Bills. I don't know who you're going to decide is. I don't know who's going to fill that void this year, right now, and go rush for 1,000 or do what he was going to do what he did
And
last year.
I mean, that's kind of the thing about the running back market now. It's like there aren't even 32 guys who can come in and be good. Like each team has at least one pretty good receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone through all of them, but there's a lot of teams with not great running backs, and it's like there's not a lot of deep running backs or deep rushing teams. So even if they do pick up a floater or whatever, it's not going to be anybody good.
Absolutely not. And seeing like the beauty of the Ravens, right? Especially in the Lamar era, it's like our run is so scary. Our run game is so scary that we have to keep you honest. So it makes it to where our pass game, it becomes easier to fucking
brings it
pass.
up.
Everybody knows how play action works, or keeping the defense honest. Y'all know what I'm getting at. You have somebody like James Cook in the backfield. Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for someone like Khalil Shakir to get open because you got people worried about James Cook in that backfield, and yes, a very mobile Josh Allen in the backfield.
Exactly.
You eliminate one of those people. I think, and I hate to keep comparing it to Lamar, but it's like we've seen Lamar without Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Mind you, we've seen Josh Allen without James Cook, but James Cook has had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, and I think he's only going to continue to get better, and he's only going to continue to help MVP Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Josh is running with worse receivers who need that play action.
And just simple fact that it's not. I mean, that's going to hurt Josh in the pass and run game for him. I mean, Josh.
It's going to hurt everything.
I mean, in that backfield, if you got to worry about Josh and James Cook taking off.
It's also one of those guys.
Like, oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I completely kept talking. You're good. Sorry. Go ahead.
Trey and Terry are, I guess, in the situation where they're a little bit older. I don't know how old Trey is, but at least Terry's in the situation where he's a little bit older. James Cook is still off his rookie deal. So it's not
Trey?
like a... Huh?
Trey might... I don't know how old Trey is.
I don't know.
Keep going.
Maybe he came up in 20 or something, but yeah, with James Cook, you still, if you sign him for 3-4 years, yeah. So Trey's older. Exactly. But no, if you sign James Cook for 3-4 years, it's like that's the rest of his prime. So it's not really, it shouldn't be really that much of an issue. If you pay him 15, you pay him 15. You're not paying your receivers. You're not paying anyone else on that fucking team. You're not paying
You
anybody.
don't have to. No, you don't. I mean, except Josh, and that's it.
Maybe
That's the biggest
fucking
worry.
a few linemen, but they're not paying anybody else. They don't have a reliable tight end that they're paying. They're really paying nobody. And the fact that they're bitching over a few million, get the fuck out of here.
And now
It's like
let's look at.
It's like when Shakir's contract's up. They're not going to be like, oh, we'll throw the bag at Shakir. They could give a fuck.
Yeah, they might not throw the bag at Shakir. But someone like James Cook being there, making it easier for Shakir to get open, maybe even helps Shakir get a bag.
Yeah,
who knows? We
I can see
don't know
him
how
getting
good
some.
these guys are. But let's look at Micah, right? When you look at Micah, out of all these guys, like Trey's holding out, he wants to get paid. Terry eventually started requesting a trade because he doesn't feel like he's going to get paid. James Cook is holding out, but he wants to be a Buffalo Bill. Micah made it very clear
He does not want to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Absolutely
Everyone else
not.
wants to play on their team, and it's an ownership issue. This is fuck this organization. Fuck scrub ass.
Fuck Jerry
bum
Jones.
Dak. Fuck this whole team.
Like, he's pissed.
Yeah.
Now obviously this could be a tactic. This could be a way. Now the thing is, and I hate to agree with Jerry Jones, but like if anybody has seen this before,
It's Jared.
Jerry, he's like, man, I've seen this 1,000 times. Whatever. All right, you're not gonna play. And that's the thing. I don't know if any of these guys, if we really called their bluff, if they're actually going to sit out. Like Chris Jones week 1, in the stands.
Sat in the box.
I don't know if they. I don't know if they pull something like that.
Is it illegal for like someone of fame or anything to like not sit in the box? Like, do they have to sit? Like, they all sit in the box. There's not one celebrity who's like, oh, I'm going to sit at the 50-yard line.
Well, I'll say that I would bet that it's a simple fact that it's the same thing as like celebrities going to sit courtside. I mean, like, what are we doing?
The premier spots.
There's probably some celebrities that sit wherever they want, but I mean,
is there not like a B-C list celebrity who goes to football games and like sits in a normal spot in the stands?
But there probably is. Like, we could probably easily find like
a musician that some people know.
But like, if they have hat and sunglasses on and they're just sitting watching the games, like, I don't.
Even if they don't, they probably just look like a regular dude.
But that's the thing. It's like if I told you to name a B or C list celebrity, I'm kind of struggling in my head, like, to name one.
Yeah, you could name a ton, like a TV show actor or a fucking anybody.
Name one.
Ed Helms.
Do you want me to? Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Ready? Let's test this theory out. And I hate to.
But instead, it's like Bradley Cooper sitting in a fucking box. Fucking Eagles with a 20-year-old.
Sorry to anybody that wants to hear us talk about holdouts, but I want to see if we just look up Ed Helms at football game, right? If we look that up, okay, all right, I'm seeing it. All right, looks like as of right now, not a single picture of him at a football game.
Well, they're also not going to get their picture taken unless they're in a booth.
But that's what I'm saying though. It's like he could easily
booth box.
Oh wait, is this Ed Helms? Is this okay? All right, maybe he's at his son's high school football games. It looks like maybe he ain't worried about the NFL.
Nice.
Maybe these B or C list celebrities actually care about their kids, Devin. Maybe they're just at football games, but just not the box ones with box seats. But no, Micah Parsons, he wants out, and I took a real good look at this defense earlier, and I just really thought and pondered like what that defense would look like without Micah compared to what it would look like with Micah. And it would look like a bad defense with Micah. And then without Micah, it would just look like a bad defense without Micah. Micah Parsons is great. We all know. Yes, he's one of the best defensive players in the league. But this Dallas Cowboys defense sucks.
Yeah.
Like when I say suck, when you look at this defense, when you look at just look at the depth chart, just look at the players on that team. Micah Parsons is the entire D line. He is that pass rush. He is the only person that's a threat on that line of scrimmage, on that defensive side of the ball. You look at those. You look at any linebacker right now on the Dallas Cowboys. To me, we very, very, very shaky on whether or not they're gonna, live up to the Dallas Cowboy linebacker name, because there's been some linebackers in the past
There's some
decade
good
for
white
the
linebackers.
Cowboys that have been hitting. And then you look at the DBs. When you look at the DBs, it's a lot of guys who at one time had a lot of hype.
Diggs.
Obviously Diggs, but then they have Kyer Elam over there. They have Malik Hooker over there, and still have Deron Bland. It's like
that's
a lot
the
of guys.
Guy, Bland.
They had
didn't he
hype.
have, was it 4 picks in the game, or
was that him? I don't know.
He had a ton of picks.
But I'm saying, besides, I threw Bland in there, but Malik Hooker, Diggs, Kyer Elam, it's like guys who at one point, I'm not counting them out, but at one point they had a lot of hype, and it seemed to die down. But just in terms of like one of the top, just productive defensive groups, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be there when it's in terms of defensive backs.
No.
So I can fully understand why Micah not only just it's like, no, I want to get paid, but I don't want to play here. Like y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all suck.
Again, like every year we talk about them and where they are as contenders and whatever, and they get George Pickens basically handed to them, and then all the hype comes out. They go, "We're good, we're locked," and then nothing on the defense has changed.
No,
no.
absolutely.
They still have no run game. They still have no defense. The DBs are not only did they never really live up to the hype, but they're aging. So you're getting an older Diggs is still going to get smoked.
But
not good.
But like, okay, then you hear everything we say, right? Everything we just said about that kind of proves the point. Like, I think an episode or two ago when we were saying, should the Cowboys even pay Micah Parsons, some TJ Watt type of money, kind of proves the same reason why, or proves the point for why Trey shouldn't get paid.
Yeah.
Trey led the league in sacks last year.
Yeah.
And the Bengals defense sucked.
Sucks, yeah.
And the Bengals defense is going to suck this year.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to suck with him. He could lead the league in sacks again. And Joe Burrow's still going to have to throw 5 touchdowns in a game just to stay in it, just to have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get it. Yeah, no. If he was the last piece, maybe you need to pay the man.
Yeah.
But I really don't see I don't see a world where if Dallas is like, we don't need to pay Micah, why is Cincinnati paying Trey?
Yeah.
But
the other thing is Mike is the only guy on this list who has maybe, Dallas overpays everybody, but maybe the potential to get more money or get the same amount of money from another team. There's not going to be a lot of guys giving Terry more money than we will. There's not going to be anybody who's going to give Trey Hendrickson more money. Otherwise, they'd already be gone. Same thing with James Cook. No one's going to give him $15, $16 million. So Mike is, 23, 24, maybe 25? He's young.
I don't even know if he's that old. Yeah, he's young.
3 years into his fucking career. Okay. He's a unit. He can get paid by literally anybody. So, yeah, I can see him not staying because he is in the worst situation. Trey's in a bad situation, but
Trey's in a pretty bad situation, yeah.
Trey's situation is pretty fucked. But
yeah. So yeah, paying Trey would. That's the thing. It's like if you're sitting here going, Dallas shouldn't. If Dallas fuck Dallas's reasoning. My reasoning. If Dallas, if their defense is gonna suck regardless if Micah Parsons is there or not, holds out, doesn't hold out, plays, doesn't play. It's kind of gonna be the same point. Same thing I'm gonna say for Trey Hendrickson, who led the league in sacks last year.
Yeah.
And Micah Parsons got hurt last year.
Yeah. It's one of those things with the Bengals where it's no, we need to win now. ish. Like our offense is the best in the league. We got to get shit done, and it's hard to do that without Trey. But you can't do it with him. Same thing with Micah. You can't do shit without him. You really can't do anything with him. So it's in their best interest to pay these guys, but they're not giving these guys anything else. So it's a waste at the same time.
And then you look at Terry, and I mean I've said this 100 times.
Terry is in a much different position. He's in a position where he's on a good team. He's aging. This is not a very young team. I think we're one of the older teams just because of everything else.
I don't know. Bobby Wagner, Austin Eckler, Von Miller,
Zach Ertz.
Ertz.
We've got some auxiliary pieces that are bringing up the age, but it's a younger core. This is a team that has a franchise quarterback that can be good for a while. We don't have as many defensive issues as we used to. Yes, Terry's important, but he's not like the only player we have on offense. He's not the only player that can be decent. But I mean, again, it's nice. It would be nice to have him and be nice to pay him, but I still don't think it's the end of the world.
So here's the thing. When you look at I don't know, any team in NFL history, really, I like to resort to the Ravens just because it's the easiest to just, off the top of my head. Ever since Lamar, and even before, I'd say the year he was drafted, starting from the year he was drafted, but ever since Lamar was the guy for Baltimore, regardless of if it was the right choice or not, the Ravens kind of made it clear that they, not by saying it, but just by their actions, that they definitely think that they need to get some type of important piece as regardless of receiver or tight end, just as an important receiving threat. Especially, I think, in terms of, you look at Lamar, MVP. I hate that I'm getting this wrong. Second year starting.
First year starting.
Oh, first year. Oh, it
was
full
okay. He started midway through.
First full season. Okay, that was my bad. I always forget, how late did Joe get hurt that year?
Maybe like 11 or 12, maybe 13.
I was trying to say, I always forget.
It was relatively deep because he played a few games and then had the playoff game against the Chargers.
Okay, you had Hollywood, and then once you lost Hollywood, you made very important that you're gonna have to replace that. We're gonna have to fill in that void. We're gonna get Zay Flowers in, or even making a move.
I would say Mark is that.
Well, when I'm saying, drafting Zay high, drafting Rashad Bateman high, drafting Mark Andrews, sure, high.
Yeah.
Regardless of how good you think any of those players are, the Ravens are trying to continue. Once again, I'm harping on this thing for Jaden Daniels to continue to help it become a lot easier to progress in the NFL as a passer. You try to keep good talent around, and then and on top of that, they brought in a bunch of veteran receivers that I guess were supposed to also be reliable, but
that's our Debo. That's our different fat Debo.
Yeah, I would even take that over a Des Bryant, Deshaun Jackson, Odell Beckham Jr. The list goes on.
Willie Snead was good.
Willie Snead was okay. Nelson
Aguilar was good.
He was cool. Yeah, it was cool, but because it was Lamar Jackson, that's why. I guess because it's Lamar Jackson.
I agree, but that's the other thing. It's chicken and the egg. I mean,
it wasn't just Willie Snead. If Lamar, oh shit, that was loud. If Lamar only had Willie Snead, he only had Luke McCaffrey and fucking and Fat Debo and Zach Ertz, it might have been a problem. Sorry, my bad. I can't believe I forgot that one. De'Ami Brown.
No, wait, hold on. Fuck Terry, we got Luke McCaffrey, dude. Make him wide receiver one call of the day.
I don't think the drop off is it's not something outrageous, but and maybe even for this year in particular, because I said specifically this season, if they're
Yeah.
able to fill in that void after this year, say Terry holds out, or what? I mean, I guess in this scenario they could play their final year on their contract. But I don't see any
I
of
don't
that.
know. Like, why sign a contract for this amount of years if you're not going to ever play the final year of your contract?
Well, no, there's a point. You
I know
need to
you
get
want
it.
to renegotiate before your contract's up and all that bullshit, but it just
Well,
doesn't
yeah.
make any sense.
Well, no, it makes sense. You
Uh,
want the financial stability. You want the gate. You want
yeah, but you
the.
could get the financial stability with 2 years left on your contract,
But no,
like
but
Jamar tried to do.
like we said, like we know how confusing this cap shit is. I
Yeah,
think there are. I could be wrong, but I think there's luxuries to signing, like re-signing with the team and being able to work like the money
sure.
around, like than just going out somewhere else and signing a brand new deal. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the contract extension is easier for not only the player but the team.
Yeah.
If it's somebody they
Now,
want to keep.
I don't know. Like, I just have I have a bad feeling about, like, if we sign Terry and say he has an off year, under 1,000 yards this year, or has a good year next year, and then an off year where he's either hurt or plays like shit a year from then, it's going to look like a pretty fucking terrible contract if we sign him for 4 additional years, 3 additional years for $30 million a year. It's like, this isn't like a guaranteed this guy's going to change our team. It's like, no, he was very important when we had a shit dick franchise. He was our best player, but I don't know where his next step is as a 30-year-old.
Does he need a next step, or can he not stay on the platform he's on right now? And
But when you age as a receiver, that begins to fall. It's like,
I mean, it can,
are
but
we
I
going
mean,
to pay him for 5 years?
Mike Evans is on his 11th straight 1,000-yard season.
Mike Evans is,
and he's done it with the bummiest of bums.
he's better than Terry.
The bummiest of bums.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Mike is Mike's a 6'5" freaking nature.
But we can't. Okay, but to sit here and first of all, I mean, I hate to give the most bland answer, but that's football. Like that kind of is football.
No, I
like
agree.
you could pay him and he could have a great year next year
I
or
do agree.
not. There's a lot that's going to factor into that, and I think that that's the thing. Like, okay, like we said, like I just said with you were like, that's the thing with Willie Snead. Maybe you only need that. Who says Jaden Daniels can't do just as well with a step slower Terry? Who's to say he still can't? He still can't
That
utilize
is
that
fair.
to his best ability. Who said
That
he
is
needs
fair.
who said JD needed Terry to be that fucking good?
That's what I'm saying.
Who said that? But but I'm saying pay the man. He deserves to get paid. Why even risk the let's like the plan for Debo was not to replace what Terry was gonna do next season or what he could
No,
potentially do next season. It was to
no.
be wide receiver 2, take some slack off of Terry, help out the entire offense. If we're switching that up to we're resorting on Debo as wide receiver 1 next year, I don't know. That's worse than a step slower Terry. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I agree.
Fat Debo or step slower Terry? What do you want?
And of course, no, I step slower Terry every day.
Okay.
But
all right.
Well, the fact that we have not only injury prone Debo, but a fucking fat 4 steps slower Debo, it's a little scary. I don't know how fucking slow he is or not, but obviously I want to keep Terry. But whenever this happens, like when this happened with Lamar, it puts you in that headspace where you're like, what's the next step? I think we'll still be okay. Like, I'm thinking worst case scenario. I think we'll still be fine. And yes, I want to keep him, but it's kind of annoying.
You're kind of like you're kind of sitting like it's like, oh well, if the house
I'm
burns
trying
down,
to rationalize ways that make Terry look like shit.
No, but you're like, well, if the house burns down, like we do have insurance, so like it's okay. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, I guess you are okay. Like it's technically
no, and yes, I'm like, if say Jaden Daniels on the end of his rookie year holds out, I'd be a lot more upset about that than Terry right now.
Okay. I mean, no, that definitely makes sense. But I would say out of all these teams, out of all these situations, out of all the contract holdouts, if we had to look at, winning now and the most important and what would hurt the team the most, what would affect the team's outcome for this year, it's probably James Cook and the Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, it has
I
to
mean,
be. I mean, the Bills are one of the
we
top.
just said that signing Micah and Trey aren't really going to change anything. Your defense will be a little bit better.
Mhm.
Won't change anything. It'll still suck. And then, I mean, Washington is good enough to where we can get by, but, James Cook is fairly valuable.
Yeah, I would like to say at least
We should
very
just use the word valuable the whole time we talk about the Bills.
valuable. Oh, I like that.
James Cook's valuable.
James Cook is valuable. Khalil Shakir, valuable.
Valuable.
Very valuable. All right. But speaking of
Who is their tight end?
Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox.
Speaking
Or,
of
no, Kincaid. Both guys.
two guys, right? All right.
Kincaid and
Anyways,
Knox. And I said earlier that they don't have tight ends. Stupid.
fuck the Bills. Speaking of someone, whether or not they have, maybe they'll be valuable, maybe they won't be. We got to talk about Shedeur Sanders. We got to talk about Shedeur Sanders. We got to talk about the outrage, Devin. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've kept it quiet about.
We've kept it very hush.
Well, I mean, we haven't really had an option. We haven't really had the choice. He's just been everybody. We've talked about him about as much as everybody else that's just been practicing,
Yep.
and not really doing much else. Now, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. The reason we're talking about him is because a lot of people are upset. When I say a lot of people, I mean Shedeur Sanders fans. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong being a Shedeur Sanders fan. Now I will say that I want to imagine that there is a group of Shedeur Sanders fans that are like reasonable.
Yeah.
I just haven't met them, or they haven't made that clear yet, that they're like, no, like I understand that he might not be like a fucking Super Bowl champion next year. Like I feel like people, some people maybe who have that understanding, that understanding. But anyways, the depth chart came out for Cleveland Browns, and Joe, Kenny, Dylan, Shedeur, fourth string Shedeur Sanders. Now,
also I watched that Flacco interview. It's nice.
Yeah,
it was cool to see that he's like, no, I want to win. Just want to go win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna be honest, like for a guy who doesn't seemingly like he talks a lot about how he doesn't seem like he talks a lot, but he does. A little bit of tism coming from Joe, which was nice to see. But he would just get on like a tear and just keep yapping. He's like, no, I want to win. Like, what do you think I would be here if I didn't want to win? I want to win. And he just kept pushing that. It was nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
I guess I've just never heard him speak in full sentences, so it was nice.
Yeah, he doesn't. He don't do interviews like that. But he's gonna be starting for the Browns this year. Shedeur Sanders is fourth string. Now, I don't even know where to start with this, because when I saw that, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't, I wasn't even like, oh, haha. It's like, it was just, no, like, that makes sense. You got Joe Flacco, who they said was probably going to start. And then you have Kenny Pickett, who they brought in. And then you had the guy that they drafted. And then the guy they drafted after the guy they drafted.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense.
Yeah. That's the order. Vet, backup, 2 rookies.
And Shedeur was 5th round. So usually, you typically a 5th round quarterback isn't just, like, you're not surprised if they're not the starter.
Like Stetson Bennett.
Yeah,
it's like, he was surprised.
Like, why aren't Rams fans pissed?
Yeah, no one's calling for Stetson.
Well, actually, sorry, why aren't Stetson Bennett fans pissed?
Yes, there's a ton of those.
Where are all the angry Kirk Cousins fans?
Yeah.
You know, like where are they at? Because for some reason, a lot of people, I mean, blatantly are just on the internet. Like, did I miss something? Am I confused? Is there a reason that Shedeur Sanders is the fourth? Ever since it's just, and then they go on these tangents about why Shedeur Sanders shouldn't be the fourth string quarterback. And
And
to
none
be
of it
completely
has to do
honest
with
with you,
football.
to be completely honest with you, and I keep getting fucking texts. I'm not, hit the do not D on these people because, leave me alone. But I see threw me off my whole game. What was I saying? Shedeur, what did you say? Sorry, I think I missed what you said when I got distracted. What did you just say?
None of it has to do with football. There.
Oh, well, no. Actually, it does. It actually specifically has to do with football practice. I see a lot of people who have been on the internet going, and I hate this. For some reason, you can check, like, you can look at stats for like training camp and how people have been doing in practice, or like, and people have been like looking at like certain drills and sessions, been like, well, Shedeur did this versus Dylan Gabriel doing that, and this.
You can't do that for one guy.
No. So he's been doing better than Dylan at practice. That's been the whole thing. Now, I really like, I hate to be that guy, but if you truly, like, I don't know, had respect for yourself enough to, had enough respect for yourself while talking ball, you would not bring up how good somebody performed at practice before even stepping foot on an actual football field and playing a live game in the NFL, and use that for the reasoning why they should start. Because I'm confused, Devin. So because he's playing better than Dylan Gabriel, he should start. So Dylan Gabriel's third string, and I'm not gonna lie to you, haven't heard a single Dylan Gabriel fan complain.
I haven't heard a single one. A lick about Dylan Gabriel unless Shedeur's name was brought up with it.
And then not many Kenny Pickett fans outraged at him being a backup, and then boom, you got Joe Flacco. Now, here's the problem. Nobody's bringing up Kenny Pickett. Nobody said, well, he's doing better than Kenny Pickett. Nobody's bringing up the fact that none of these guys, Pickett, Dylan Gabriel,
someone is. I heard Dan Orlovsky. I didn't read what he said, but I heard that he was upset or believes that Shedeur should start the season. I don't know what his reasoning is. I'm assuming it has to do with rookie bullshit and how he could be the future of the organization or whatever, but this Browns team isn't that bad. Not yet.
And and don't worry. Like, if you are a Shedeur fan, like, and you're already typing, like, give me a second, because I'm gonna end this on a good note. I do have a good note to end it on for Shedeur. I will, like, I will say that, but I'm not done yet. So let me finish. They should be upset that there's 3 guys that can't beat out a 40-year-old who hasn't played a full season since 2017. They can't beat him out to start. They cannot beat out Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco has not started a season since 2017. The fact that I even asked you about the whole Lamar shit is stupid, because
he has not started a whole season yet.
Since 2017.
Yeah.
It is 2025.
8 years ago.
He's 40 years old, Devin. He's 40 years old. So I don't understand.
And this is why I really do get your point about quarterbacks. And this is separate, but just aging quarterbacks. When people are like, oh, Herbert's only 28. Flacco's starting career was done by the time he was 32, 33. So being like, he had a solid 9-10 year stretch where he was good. We're not going to, like you said, it wasn't on the pod, but we're not going to see these guys running 28 year careers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. I saw some Chargers fans who were like, he's, Justin Herbert's only 27. It's like, I'm not sitting here going, well, Lamar's only 28. Like, no, we need to get the ball rolling. Like, we need to win now. Because it's not like these guys are going to turn 35 and still be hitting their second or third prime, still winning MVPs. That's not normal. Not everybody's going to be Tom Brady. Look at how much Aaron Rodgers is suffering. Look at how Ben Roethlisberger fell off. Look at how Phillip Rivers' career ended. Look at how Drew Brees. I mean, well, Yeah, oh yeah, Drew Brees, yeah, his shoulder gave up on him. But I mean, Phillip Rivers was throwing medicine balls out there. Looked like he was throwing a medicine ball. Look at Peyton Manning.
Peyton
Regardless
Manning,
of how, yeah, he won a Super Bowl, he still had an awful final
he was
season.
not there. No.
Like these guys fall apart. And then that's the top. That's top of the top. And then you look at guys who had like cool careers, like Mark
Kirk.
Sanchez. Mark Sanchez had a cool career.
Yeah.
He was in an AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
But look at how his career ended. Look at
Yes.
how Alex Smith, regardless of his leg, his career was already.
He was a starter for Washington, kind of.
His career was already on
Yeah.
the way out. Like, it's like Washington was shuffling through quarterbacks. It was a rotating
And Alex
door.
Smith was also like never that guy.
He had his moments.
He had a few moments.
He had his in the Vernon Davis moment, the San Fran. He had his moment, but either way, it's just people are expecting, guys to just go out there and ball, and it's like no. People should be beating out Joe Flacco for starting spots.
A lot.
All right, they probably should be.
Maybe not those
there's
three, I said maybe not those three guys, but there's guys who should be.
But it's like the Giants aren't bringing in, or I'm sorry, the Giants. And I am meaning to say a team that isn't the Browns. The Colts aren't bringing in fucking RG3 to battle with Anthony Richardson. They are bringing in a guy who is still young, still has somewhat of a potential. I mean, pretty much as the other guys we've been talking about, but still,
Sure.
It's like if the Colts brought back Joe Flacco to compete with Anthony Richardson, and Anthony Richardson wasn't able to beat him out to start, it'd be a big fucking problem.
Shouldn't be yeah, exactly.
So I really don't know what else to say to Shedeur fans other than, on the bright side, when have the Browns ever been the kings of deciding who's a good quarterback?
Agreed. Exactly.
We've never had a moment where we were like, wow, the Browns just made a great decision at quarterback. Like that's beautiful.
I'm trying to think of their best decision at quarterback. I mean, drafting Baker, not immediately, but they soon after pushed him out. They have had 0 good quarterbacks prior, essentially. None since, except for signing Joe midway through 2 years ago.
I mean, I guess theoretically speaking, if Deshaun was healthy,
even when he was, even the games he did play for them, it wasn't anything special.
Yeah, but I don't think he played a full healthy season with them.
No, not even close. But they're not gonna get one out of.
So I mean, Watson. a full healthy season. I think I think you could have gotten something out of. I think you could have gotten something out of him. But I don't know.
You can get things out of Deshaun Watson.
Like I said, it's the Browns. So let's calm down. Let's relax. Like maybe they're wrong, and maybe Shedeur should start. We're gonna see soon. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. We're gonna get preseason games, and we're gonna get to see Shedeur versus live NFL talent versus another team, not in practice. Where am I wrong? Like, did I forget? Like, was there a switch that flipped in like the NFL or football world where like quarterbacks were just like getting like demolished at practice and they could just be touched? Or do they all in just the landscape of football alone wear different colored jerseys to know who to not fucking even go near?
Yep.
Who do not even go near? So yeah, I'm sure Shedeur could look great at practice, but he's a quarterback at practice.
Same thing with Jackson Dart.
You could name anybody, any single person that's even laced up to play football as a quarterback that got drafted to the NFL. If you got drafted to the NFL to play quarterback, I hope at the least you did good at practice.
Exactly. Yes.
I agree. Had a good week, had a good moment.
The other thing is like you can't judge anybody who's never played an NFL game. There's a lot of guys who have played a bunch of NFL games, and we still can't really judge. Brock Purdy, Jordan Love. Like, there's a good few names of quarterbacks out there who we really are. The jury's out on them. We have no idea. And we're going to sit here and say that Shedeur is a high-level quarterback before he has even touched an NFL football field doesn't make any sense. And it's just to the point where it's like it makes you not want to root for him. It's like I don't give a fuck if he plays or not. But the fact that you think that he should start right now after doing just about nothing special in college in terms of like what happens in college football. There's a lot of guys who have done great things in college football and who have done zero in the NFL, and vice versa. But I don't know. This is all a big crock of shit.
Yeah, no, I mean that's
Like if he's
that's what
good,
it is.
great. Who cares?
Yeah, if he's good,
But there's
I
still
mean,
there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL who still suck. Who are still not like near the
that's the
top 10.
problem. That's the problem. I know there are guys who have been in Super Bowls recently. That's like, I don't know if I'd build my team around them. It's like, Shedeur's got a lot to prove.
There's a lot of guys who
He's
have
got.
won playoff games. Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, guys who stink, who are fighting for spots with Michael Penix and Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Suck. It's horrible.
Like, here's the problem. Here's the issue. Shedeur could have the success, the best, let's say the best season Blake Bortles had. Lost in the AFC Championship game. Nobody fucking said he was going to be a franchise guy after that. Nobody said that they're they would throw a parade for Shedeur.
Of course.
If he had a Blake Bortles, the best Blake Bortles could do in a season.
Sure.
They would throw an absolute fucking parade.
Is it me or does it like?
Do you know why?
It feel like?
Sorry,
no. But does it feel like we think of every quarterback now as like a top 10, top 5, like they will be good. Like, wasn't there a world like 10, 15 years ago where there were guys like Blake Bortles where you're like, no, he fucking sucks, but somehow he's here. Like, if Justin Herbert
Cutler
won a playoff game, we would be like, oh, well, wait for the MVP, wait for the Super Bowl. It's like, no, that's their peak.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just like, you're right. I mean, like Jay Cutler or fucking like, I mean,
Mark Sanchez.
I'm sorry,
no one was talking
like
about Mark Sanchez when he went to the AFC Championship.
Eli Manning.
Eli, yeah.
Like, I mean, any year where he wasn't winning a Super Bowl, I was like, look at this guy. Like, you're lucky you got a brother that sucked. Like,
exactly.
You're lucky. Right?
Exactly.
Like, or you're lucky you're lucky your dad sucked. Whatever it is.
Whatever the fuck.
Either way, yes, there was a world where quarterbacks, like I feel like a good example would be like, I don't know, like in 2011, like nobody was like, Cam is a top 10 quarterback, hands down. It's already solidified. It's like, no, Cam's
just
good.
Won Rookie of the Year. Cool.
It's like he's got a high, like it looks like he's going up. The trajectory looks great for Cam Newton, but
like
we're not
the
having
proving
like, is he
time
top
in
5?
the NFL has slowly turned from like multiple seasons to a season to half a season to a few weeks to now practice. Practice is when you can prove that you're a good quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, now think about everything you just said, right? And I'm ending it off on this note. Everything you just said as to like why we shouldn't base it off just one season, and why it's like we can go like you can go multiple years being like, these are the guys, whatever. That's the exact reason why I say, do not sit there and pretend like Patrick Mahomes can't be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why when like I agree, he might not be one or whatever, but when you say like he had an off year, it's like, yeah, an off year. It's like, but man, he had an off year and made the fucking Super Bowl. Yeah. I'd hate to see what a kind of off year is going to be for Mahomes, because it might just be a Super Bowl championship. But all right, moving on from that, let's discuss we're going to discuss some non-Hall of Famers. And the reason being is because at first I wanted to talk about just I guess QBs that aren't in the Hall of Fame. And this is obviously, players with the eligibility. I'm not talking about Tom Brady. Players who are eligible to be in the Hall of Fame, but just have not gotten the jacket yet. But then I wanted to look into, because honestly, there's a lot more interesting positions than quarterback. Shit, you could do this whole list of receivers, really. But I want to take a look at some of these guys. I got CBS gave us a top 20 the best non Hall of Famers. We have a Hall of Fame tracker that I want to look at, comparing some stats to some players who are in the Hall of Fame, compared to players who aren't. And I think we're just gonna figure out just a nice little maybe top 5 non-Hall of Fame players with the eligibility to be in the Hall of Fame. Now I'll just start it off. Like, if I say that, is there anybody that even comes to mind when I say that, like off the top of your head?
London Fletcher.
See, now here's the problem with me, right? Eli Manning always comes to mind, but I think it's just because they always say there's that debate is always happening where it's like, is Eli a Hall of Fame quarterback? It's not even like, does Eli Manning deserve to make the Hall of Fame this year? It's really just, is Eli Manning's resume Hall of Fame worthy?
Yeah.
And then it's like, maybe once we get to a yes, he'll like maybe start to have talks of when he'll get inducted. I don't know. Either way, like when I look at this list, I'm 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, look at that. He's not on that list. They don't even think he's one of the. And so if you look at this list though, right?
Is this Sans QBs? Or are there other QBs on there?
There's other QBs. You start number 1, Reggie Wayne. Number 2, Torrey Holt. Number 3, you have Ken Anderson. So there you go. There's a quarterback. You have Hines Ward. You have this list
Sterling
I guess was
Sharp's
made a year ago. You had Sterling Sharp. I guess some other guys that maybe might pique your interest. Okay. The father of Clay Matthews. Not Clay Matthews, but Clay Matthews. Maybe some other notable names for you: Jim Plunkett, Steve Smith Sr. Which that's gonna be interesting. I want to look at those stats and really see. Anquan Bolden. Anquan Bolden, not in the Hall of Fame. Phil Simms. There's a quarterback for you. Phil
How
Simms.
is he still eligible?
You're gonna stay eligible forever.
Do they?
You can die and still be eligible.
I thought there was a limit.
No, I'm pretty sure there's been times where family members have done it because they're.
I know the
dead.
MLB, like there's there's last year's when you can be inducted.
No, I don't think there's a limit. You know why I know there's not a limit? Because Joe Theismann's on this list. Joe Theismann is also he's number 20. He's number 20 on the top 20 non-Hall of Famers. No London Fletcher. I'm sorry about it. Now it's funny if you kept saying that and he's like in it.
We'll see. I don't think
when did he retire? I mean, he retired a good minute ago. He's
16.
he was a semifinalist last year. He was a college football Hall of Famer and a semifinalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So he's been a semifinalist so far.
I think he'll make it.
So he was a semifinalist for the class of 2024.
But
then wasn't for not for this year. So I guess there's ups and downs. Devin. But okay,
Jared Allen got in this year, which is nice.
Now, when they bring up certain names, I guess if we go back to number 1, if you can remember, it was Reggie Wayne. Now, if we take a look at the wide receiver tracker for wide receivers, and you go to Reggie Wayne, he is just about the best receiver in terms of looking at. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Hall of Fame. We can look at this loosely, but it looks like Pro Football Reference has a Hall of Fame monitor score. Indicates players' chances of election to Pro Football Hall of Fame for careers started after 1955. 100 is average Hall of Fame at player's position. So the average is 100. So for instance, Jerry Rice is 311.
Gotcha.
That's the Hall of Fame monitor. So right now they have Reggie Wayne at 111. Okay. So I guess just an interesting thing to look at. So people that they have lower on the Hall of Fame monitor score list that are in the Hall of Fame, they have Michael Irvin. That's okay. There you go. That's a name that jumps off. Art Monk. I guess if you want to sit there,
Hey.
let's go past Art Monk. Calvin Johnson, Andre Reed, Sterling Sharp. There you go, Sterling fucking Sharp. Lynn Swan. There are some guys who happen to be in the Hall of Fame at the same position who have a lower Hall of Fame monitor score. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't even see that they had that. But then if you just
I
compare,
do like that.
you look at, compare careers. It looks like they have miscellaneous. They have championships, All Pro first teams, Pro Bowls, numbers of years as primary starter for the team, and then they have stats. So you look over at Chris Carter, which we could compare it to fucking Chris Carter if we wanted to. Reggie Wayne, one-time champion. First team All Pro, 6 Pro Bowls, 13 years as a starter. Look over here. He had 1,070 receptions, 14,300 yards, 82 touchdowns. Okay. So if we compare that to somebody like, let's look at Steve Largent. All right, Steve Largent, the Hall of Fame wide receiver. Now here's my problem with the Hall of Fame, right? It's hard to compare someone to that long ago because if we redid the Hall of Fame, some of these guys aren't going to make it.
A lot.
You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, if we had
if we recompared all the stats.
Yeah, right. Today.
And we looked at current stats of, like, guys who should get in. A ton of dudes would be gone. Sammy Baugh would be in Timbuktu.
But, he had 13,089 yards, 100 touchdowns. He had more touchdowns. He had 100 touchdowns, 819 receptions. So more touchdowns and less receptions and 1,000 less yards. He started for 14 years. He was a first team All Pro one time, 7 Pro Bowler. Okay. Chris Carter, 2 first team All Pros, 8 Pro Bowls, 13 years starting. And that's kind of a good comparison right here. 13,900 yards to Reggie Wayne's 14,345. These guys got in the end zone. Chris Carter, 130. Yeah. Good memory. Chris Carter got 130. I looked it up.
Because 20 minutes before the podcast.
If you look at other guys, that are in the Hall of Fame, but 1978 to 1993, James Lofton, he only had 75 touchdowns, but he played in the 80s.
Yeah.
You look at Lance Alworth, 1962 to 1972, he got 85 touchdowns, but he played. That's if you really look at it.
Yeah,
I can kind of start to understand the Hall of Fame shit where it's he played in the 60s and 70s, and got more touchdowns than Reggie Wayne.
Yeah.
That's,
in a shorter career.
That is kind of, he started for only 10 years. So, I guess, there are arguments, but I will say I do understand how Reggie Wayne would be at the top of this list because then, like I said, majority of this is receivers. You go down right underneath Reggie Wayne, they actually do have Torrey Holt in terms of the monitor, the meter score. 1 Super Bowl champ, 1 first team All Pro, 1 more Pro Bowl than Reggie Wayne with 7, 2 less seasons starting with 11. He started 11 seasons, 920 receptions to Reggie Wayne's 1,070, 13,382 yards. So about 1,000 less. He had 74 touchdowns. All right, these guys didn't get in the end zone. Because they have.
Well, then in that case, Julio shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
But if you look at, you're fucking so right. Julio is such a Hall of Famer.
Never got in the end zone.
But he's such a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying.
He's such a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's such a Hall of Famer.
It goes for old players too, where it's obviously we didn't watch him play, but there has to be something said about them actually playing and not just stats.
That man got in the end zone. And Julio, I mean, 66 touchdowns. But like, but then I think you start to lean towards the other things. Like he only started for 9 years. He had 7 Pro Bowls, 2 first team All Pros. Some of these guys, if you look at, that's the same as Steve Largent. He had 7 Pro Bowls, 1 first team All Pro. Chris Carter, 8 Pro Bowls, 2 first team All Pros. If you look around, I mean, shit, Larry, he had 11 Pro Bowls, but only 1 first team All Pro. And I mean, to me, I mean, I don't know. I think first team, I mean, no, we know first team All Pros mean more than being a fucking Pro Bowler.
For sure.
I think that's just obvious.
By a lot.
So yeah, I mean, people like Torrey, Reggie, I do see the argument for why they should be in there. Steve Smith, one of my favorite receivers, honestly. Fuck the bullshit. If we're going to compare them to Torrey and Reggie, he started for 14 years, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 first team All Pros. He had 1,031 catches, 14,731 yards, so more than Reggie and Torrey Holt, and he had 81 touchdowns. So 81 touchdowns to Reggie Wayne's 82 touchdowns.
But 81 touchdowns for a well undersized receiver.
Man, it's them damn touchdowns, bro. I mean, Steve Largent, 13,000, but 100 touchdowns. T.O., 16,000, 153 touchdowns. I mean, it's just same thing with Randy Moss, 15,300, 156 touchdowns.
That's Randy Moss.
I know, but besides that, the leap is almost 7,000 or over 7,000 yards with Jerry Rice and 197 touchdowns. So I'm capping it at Randy.
How has there never been anyone else like Jerry?
I don't know.
There's not one receiver who could have played 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Receivers just want to get paid now, and then receivers just don't play as long anymore. I don't know what it is.
It's not even close.
So if we just had to take a pool of guys, I'd say that those 3 could be deserving. If we looked at Torrey Holt, if we looked at Steve Smith, if we looked at Reggie. Now Steve doesn't have the Super Bowl. Obviously, he has a couple less. Reggie had 6 Pro Bowls. Torrey had 7 Pro Bowls. Steve had 5, but
Super Bowl should not be factored into receivers. Like Torrey Holt was playing with Marshall Faulk and Kurt Warner.
I mean, Steve Smith was a 2-time first team All Pro. Reggie and Torrey were both just a 1-time first team All Pro. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just not as important as of right now. Getting in the fucking end zone seems very important as to how good you are as a receiver and being a Hall of Famer.
Which is fair, but yeah.
So I'm kind of curious. They didn't. Did I mention a running back?
No.
Like I don't think I mentioned a running back. So I'm kind of curious to see like who is eligible. Who could be in the Hall of Fame? Even this year. We could bring up people even this year because I'm looking. It's like, all right, AP still not eligible. Frank Gore, I think, is eligible this year. So that's, this year and next year. So I think would be an obvious. We're not even going to put him in this. We're putting people who have had eligibility,
MJD.
if that makes any sense. Ooh, that's a good. Okay. Oh, okay. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch, right? So if we look at Marshawn Lynch he retired in 2019.
Okay.
He retired in 2019, and if we take a look at Marshawn Lynch, would you? Okay, let's look at Marshawn Lynch. Let's take a look at Marshawn Lynch first. He has a Hall of Fame meter score of 69.14. That is right next to 2 Hall of Famers in John Riggins and Jerome Bettis. They have them right above him, right, in the Hall of Fame monitor score. So if we look at Marshawn Lynch, he had 1 championship, 1 first team All Pro, 5 Pro Bowls, started for 8 years. Now I want to start that, and before I even go further, Jerome and John Riggins both started for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
12 years. So 4 more years as a starter over Marshawn Lynch for both of them. Marshawn Lynch ran for 10,413 yards, 85 touchdowns. To John Riggins, 11,350 yards, 104 touchdowns. Jerome Bettis had 13,662 yards, 91 touchdowns. So if we're looking from a statistical standpoint, if you didn't have, if you were crazy in yards, I mean, still, I mean, 13.6 and 9 away from 100. That's, I mean, you're damn near at 100,
Yeah.
Jerome. You're damn near at 100. I'm sure I'm sure you could have got the 9. Then you got John Riggins with, maybe 2,000 less yards, but 104 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And this is just rushing statistics. I mean, I don't think either of them were much of receiving threats. Maybe John a little more than Jerome, but
Jerome
Marshawn
definitely
Lynch,
was not.
I don't know. I think he could be up there. I think there's a conversation. I think that there is. I wonder,
But then it's like
how
that,
long.
like the Julio factor, where obviously Julio was Julio, but Marshawn was Marshawn.
Ooh, man, there's a lot of guys in here. Shaun Alexander isn't in the Hall of Fame.
He didn't play for very long.
Shaun Alexander played for 7 seasons, 9,453 yards, 100 touchdowns.
Dang.
He was a first-team All-Pro, 3 Pro Bowls.
One MVP.
Jamal Lewis started for 9 years, 10,600 yards, 58 touchdowns. Did not get in the end zone. Started for 9 years. Okay, some of those, some of these are understand. I can understand some of these. I'd say, yeah, I'm really only kind of looking at Marshawn Lynch. Like,
Who
kind
was
of, because Frank Gore is obvious.
Jamal Charles? I didn't play long enough.
Jamal Charles, shit. I mean, if we're going off the score, the meter score, Jamal Charles, he's all the way down here, 41.35, with his 7,500 yards and 44 touchdowns, starting for only 4 years. Devin, I don't think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I mean, Frank Gore is a lock. He's what, second all-time yards?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If not second,
Third,
second,
second
either
or
way,
third,
that man is first. That man is going to be. He's going into the Hall of Fame. Let's take a look at quarterbacks. We're not talking about Drew Brees. That's an obvious one. Or Ben, because he retired in 2021. Or Phillip Rivers. That's another obvious one. We're talking about guys who've been waiting for the phone call, like Eli Manning, who has an 86.01 meter score. That's right beneath Kurt Warner, who is in the Hall of Fame with 88.78. If we look at the stats and compare them, what do you got? You got Eli, a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Sounds like Super Bowls don't matter that much in the Hall of Fame. Kurt Warner has 1. Kurt Warner is a 2-time first-team All-Pro. Eli Manning has never been voted the best quarterback in the NFL. They're both a 4-time Pro Bowler. Eli started for 14 seasons. He threw for 57,000 yards to Kurt Warner's 32,000.
Hey, Kurt's an MVP.
He's thrown 99 touchdowns. Excuse me. No, he hasn't. I was just about to say there's no fucking way. But the comparison was what I oofed at first.
Gotcha.
366 touchdowns.
For Eli.
Kurt threw 208.
How many picks?
How many picks? 244. 244 interceptions for Eli.
Eli has more interceptions than Kurt has touchdowns.
128 interceptions for Kurt.
Still not great.
Yeah, but then if you factor in, I guess, wins, if you factor in, MVPs, I guess that's why you would see something like a bump for Kurt Warner to go into the Hall of Fame. But then who could you compare? Like, that's the question. Who could you compare him to? That's in the Hall of Fame.
Sorry to go off track, but like that's the same type of thing with Frank Gore. It's like he's up there in numbers, but is he ever close to being the best running back?
Yes.
15 years ago.
Okay.
For 2 seasons.
Okay. That's called a 2-time first team All-Pro.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you want me? Oh, okay. What are we doing right now? I can't believe. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna bring up like. See, this is the reason. Like Marshawn. Like no. He's a 4-time. Oh, sorry. Ooh, sorry. My bad. No, he's never been a first team All Pro. But the man ran for 2,000. Or man ran for 16,000 fucking yards. All right.
Total.
The man ran for 16,000 yards. The
How
man
many
ran
Pro
for
Bowls?
16,000 yards.
How many Pro Bowls?
5.
Okay, I thought you went like this. I thought you were gonna say 0, but yeah.
No,
5
if he had 0 Pro Bowls, it'd be a fucking problem. But all right, maybe he's never been voted the best running back in the NFL. Does it fucking matter? Was he a problem for many years in the NFL? 100%. That's why it's not a question. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm looking at quarterbacks. I'm looking. I don't really know who do we compare Eli to even say like, okay, maybe he can make the Hall of Fame. Maybe he's up there. Maybe that's a reason.
There's no one with
Fran
that amount of
Tarkenton.
yards who's not already in.
I mean, Fran. Okay, you want to look at Fran Tarkenton? He started for 18 years and he threw for the same amount of yards, 47th or Eli or excuse me, he threw for 10,000 less yards. Eli started for 14 years. He threw for 57,000 yards. You got Fran over there starting for 18 years, throwing for 47,000 yards. Here's the problem. He's kind of the same example of if you had to redo the Hall of Fame, if you had to compare everybody right now, would Fran Tarkenton make it?
Not based
Probably
off
not.
stats, no.
Like probably not making it. I mean, he has a first team All Pro one time, 9 Pro Bowls, but I would expect that if you played for 18 fucking years and you made the Hall of
Compare
Fame.
him to Phil Simms.
Because that's who they believe. That's who CBS believes should be. Okay, Phil Simms is so. Okay, here we go. Bam. Phil Simms. Here's his score: 57. 57 compared to Eli's 86. So at least on the meter, he's got Phil beaten out. But if we look at Eli, we take a look at Eli, like we said, 57,000 yards, and we go all the way down to Phil Simms, 33,000 yards. He threw 199 touchdowns to Eli Manning's 366 touchdowns. He threw 80 interceptions to Eli's 99. 2 Super Bowls, 2 Pro Bowls, 0 first team All Pros, started for 11 years.
Well, so is Rivers not getting in?
No. Rivers is getting in because it looks like Super Bowls don't matter.
Well, then why isn't I'm not saying that Eli was
You want to
better
know
than
why? I mean, Phillip's going to go in because he threw for 60. Phillip threw for 63,000, had 421 touchdowns and only 84 interceptions.
Phillip threw for 63,000.
63,000 yards. Yeah.
84 touchdowns. 84 picks.
84 picks, 421 touchdowns. And I mean, yeah, 0 Pro Bowls, 0 first team, or 0 Super Bowls, obviously, 0 first team All Pros. 8 Pro Bowls though. 8 Pro Bowls. I mean,
15 kids.
Super Bowls don't matter. So Matt Ryan. I mean, okay, Matt Ryan, first team All Pro. He was an MVP. He's got 4 Pro Bowls. Started for 15 years. Threw for 62,000, almost 62,800 yards, 381 touchdowns, 93 interceptions. I would say Matt Ryan's going into the Hall of Fame. Right?
Yeah.
So
280 or 240 some picks is not good.
That's the thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta be an MVP. You gotta be an MVP. You gotta be.
Rivers
You gotta.
wasn't an MVP.
You gotta be a first team pro. First team pro.
Rivers
First team All
first
Pro.
team?
He had Pro Bowlers. He was a Pro Bowler.
He had 8 Pro Bowls.
He had double the amount of Pro Bowls that Eli Manning had. I mean, Phillip Rivers. I don't know. 421 touchdowns, 63,000 yards. I mean, it's safe to say the man's going into the Hall of Fame. I mean, if Dan Fouts, if Bart Starr, I mean, I'm sorry, I get it, it's Bart Starr, but nobody's ever brought up Bart Starr. I'm just saying, I don't like. This is more of honestly, I don't even want to make a top 5. I just want to see who else is even capable. Like, as of right now, it looks like there's receivers that are knocking at the door, but running backs, besides the obvious, Marshawn,
Yeah.
and that's it. I
Well,
think quarterbacks.
who's in the
Who we
league now who, like, is close to retirement? Like Von Miller. Von Miller will be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Trent Williams.
I'm about to say it doesn't even have to be someone that's close to retirement that we know. I mean, if you look right here, I mean,
Yeah.
shit, they got right now they have Mahomes already over Ben, Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson, Eli, Matt Stafford, Lamar, obviously, Cam Newton,
Apparently,
um,
Mahomes is behind
Troy
one
Aikman.
guy.
So,
It's behind Aikman?
Troy Aikman. So, I mean, it's just there's
It's the same amount of Super Bowls.
yeah, but they have him way higher than Troy Aikman on their Hall of Fame meter score.
That's
So no,
nuts.
there's plenty of guys, but it looks like wide receivers, and that's another problem for Eli is all these guys that still haven't made it yet are going before him. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford when he retires, Aaron Rodgers when he retires, fucking Patrick Mahomes when he retires. He might Drew Brees. Like, what are we doing right now? Eli, and I'm not, no ill will, but I mean, just so it's not doesn't sound, I guess, bad. He could be dead because this could be 150 years till he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he might not live to see himself make the Hall of Fame. Sadly, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You look at tight ends. Like what's crazy? Like I'd assume like Greg Olsen is like an obvious one, right? Like Greg Olsen is probably going to the Hall of Fame next year. He retired in 2020. He played till 2020. He started for 11 years, 3-time Pro Bowler, no first team All Pros, 742 receptions, 8,683 yards, and 60 touchdowns.
How many
Can we
touchdowns?
compare it? 60.
Okay, I thought you said 16.
So if we compared that to, Shannon, compared to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp had 10,000 yards, 62 touchdowns. Thing with Shannon is, I mean, he was a 4-time first team All Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champ, started for 8 years, 3 less years than Greg Olsen. So I guess that was a pretty bad example actually, because he's top 3 all time. But if you want to drop down, like I don't really know where you want to compare him at, because there's a lot of guys like Kellen Winslow, 6,700 yards. That's it. He was a 3-time first team All Pro. See, but he played in the 80s. Like he played in the 80s. How many tight ends were even contested? I don't know. Like I'm saying, like maybe it's gonna take a minute.
First team definitely depends on the era you played in. Like to be a first team All Pro quarterback in today's era is fucking impossible.
Ooh, okay. So let's look at other obvious ones and compare it to Greg Olsen. So Jimmy Graham was a first team All Pro. He had 8,545 yards and 89 touchdowns. So yards are similar, but what, 29 more touchdowns? Yeah. So Jimmy Graham got in the end zone. Jimmy Graham did that with less receptions? Yeah, less receptions. If you go all the way up there, you don't even want to compare him to Jason Witten, 2-time first team All Pro. But that's the era Greg played in, Jimmy, Jason Witten, Tony, even Tony Gonzalez.
Aaron Hernandez.
Fuck off. Oh, Gronk. I didn't even bring up Gronk or fuck. I mean, it's just there was a lot of talent when it came to first team All Pro tight end. So I can't really put that on Greg Olsen, but do they how far of a perspective do they look at it from, Do they take a step back that far and go, well, he is first team All Pro talent, but he just wasn't better than he just wasn't good better than all of his peers.
It's like Burrow.
But if all of your peers end up in the Hall of Fame,
yeah, exactly,
and you were just like right there, you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think coming after.
I mean, it's like the Phillip Rivers to the Matt Ryan. It's like, well, I guess Matt Ryan had an MVP, but Rivers, Drew Brees, even like these guys were there, but they had to play in the era of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and everyone else.
You brought up Von Miller. He's got a score of 100.48. Those are scores higher than Hall of Famers like DeMarcus Ware, Derek Thomas. If we
Von will
go
be in.
down. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at Vaughn, 3-time first team All Pro. What Depoy? One time, Depoy, never Depoy, never Depoy. Was a D-Roy, not a Depoy.
Yeah.
Interesting. But 2-time Super Bowl champion, was a Super Bowl MVP, 8 Pro Bowls.
What do you mean
And
two-time Super Bowl champ?
he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ.
He is a two-time Super Bowl champ. Wait. Who do you play for?
Where's the confusion? He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
15. He was a Ram.
He was a Ram. It's on the resume. He was a Ram. Sacks. He had 129. If we're looking at other guys, that's the same exact. That's more than Derek Thomas. If we look at other guys, these are all outside linebackers. So he had 129. If you look at other, I'm trying to see, people that are close. You had Kevin Green with 160. DeMarcus Ware with 138. I mean, they was ballpark. Were they Super Bowl MVPs? I don't think so. They weren't Super Bowl MVPs. A little bit higher than Von Miller. They actually have Khalil Mack rated, which is interesting. He was a 3-time first team All Pro as well. Started for 9 years. 107 sacks.
Depoy?
It's interesting. Was he? Dude,
Oh.
I can never. Yeah. Yep. Looks like it. He was a Defensive Player of the Year, 2016. Yep.
I was about to say 16. Damn.
Back in the Oakland days, Devin. Yeah. I mean, there's honestly a lot of pass. Yeah. I mean, shit. Terrell Suggs. What the fuck are we talking about?
T-Sizzle better be in that bitch.
You look at Terrell Suggs. He also has 2 Super Bowl rings. He's a first team All Pro, 7
Let
Pro
me guess
Bowls.
how many sacks. 162.
No, I thought you'd say a little
I
less.
was gonna say
139.
138.
139. Yeah, 139.
I thought that was too low,
sacks.
and then I went crazy high.
So 139 sacks. I mean, and he was 2011 Depoy, I believe. Yeah, 2011 Defensive Player of the Year. He was the 2003 Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think Terrell Suggs goes to Hall of Fame. We're still.
Yeah.
Ooh, James Harrison.
Ooh.
2 Super Bowls.
You said, ooh.
2 first team All Pros. 5 Pro Bowls. He started for 8 years. He has 84 sacks.
He started for 8 years.
84 sacks. 84 sacks. It ain't crazy. It ain't terrible.
Yeah, but he's got a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. So Cooper Jean's a Hall of Famer too now.
Maybe it's going to take a little bit for James Harrison. I don't know if they're going to factor in, like, he was undrafted, so he did all that undrafted.
I mean, Antonio Gates never played college football.
There you go. So, I mean, I guess that's another thing.
Antonio Gates also deserved to be a Hall of Famer.
I'm interested in DBs. I want to see where the guy DB's at. Looks like the best right now, who is not eligible, but is just not in the NFL, is
PP.
Who?
PP.
Yeah, Patrick Peterson. Yeah, he's the highest with 86. His score is 86. I guess if you look at his stats, he was a 3-time first team All Pro, 8 Pro Bowls. He started for 13 seasons.
He'll be a Hall of Famer.
Let's look at some of these stats. 36 interceptions. I want to see, what about past 122 pass deflections? Yeah, I mean, he was straps. Patrick was straps. I don't
PP
know.
had a crazy prime.
I don't know if it's just the nostalgia of me. It's just like coming home, long night, and it's just, I don't know. Sunday Night Football, for some reason, it's just like Patrick Peterson with the Cardinals. It's just like he's about to do something pretty.
Yeah.
He's about to do something with
Yeah.
the collar, with the collar shirts.
Q
You knew he was
collar,
going to
yeah.
do something beautiful.
No, bro's he brings up memory. Like, yeah, he was a dog, and he didn't he was he stayed around for a while, and it wasn't like he was trash. He was still able to he was a Viking for a while. He was still able to put together decent seasons and not get burnt every week. But yeah, definitely a great
Richard
player.
Sherman, he's a 3-time first team All Pro, 5 Pro Bowls, 37 interceptions, one more than Patrick Peterson, 116 pass deflections, right up there
He'll be in
with
the Hall of Fame door
122.
banging.
He is banging on the door to the Hall of
He's
Fame.
banging
Devin.
on the door to the Hall
You
of
can
Fame.
definitely say that. I mean, but if you compare it to, I want to compare it to, because they have Richard Sherman and Patrick Peterson over Rondé Barber, who is in the Hall of Fame. Rondé Barber had 47 interceptions. He had 197 pass deflections.
I think it's passes defended, which is easily the dumbest stat in all of football. It doesn't make any sense.
Passes defended, pass deflections.
It doesn't make any sense. It should be deflections. Defended.
Yeah, well, I guess technically, if you don't always deflect it.
And
maybe
I think
you might
it's
just
passes defensed. Like, not defended. I think it's
Let's
defensed.
see. Here, hold on. Let's see.
Click PD.
Passes defended.
Okay.
Passes defended.
Okay.
And Rondé Barber also he had 1,200 tackles to Patrick Peterson's 650 to Richard Sherman's 495. So
Rondé safety?
Rondé was a I think he played corner his whole career till free safety at the end. Corner, yeah, he was a corner. Tackles. Same way these guys were corners, and I mean I'm looking around. You got Eric Weddle, you got Earl Thomas. So those
what's his nut should be put in the hall?
Eric Weddle?
No, you didn't say his name.
I don't know. I think Cam Chancellor, he
should get an honorary jacket.
He is so low, I've yet to find him as I'm scrolling.
And that's
kind of crazy.
That
is crazy. Long. Like, I've already seen Patrick Surtain, and I haven't seen Cam Chancellor yet, so I'm going to hope I just missed him.
You've seen Patrick Surtain, one.
I'm going to just, nope.
2?
2. I'm just hoping I missed him. I'm just hoping that I missed him, Devin. That's what I'm going to hope. Because, you got Tyrann Mathieu up there. You got some names. You have Darren Sharper. You said who?
Tyrann Mathieu just retired.
He did just retire.
We didn't talk about it.
So if we looked at Eric Weddle, and who could you compare him to? Like Atwater, maybe Steve Atwater. 2-time first team All Pro for Steve Atwater. 2-time first team All Pro.
You don't have to compare him to a white guy.
You said what?
I said you don't have to compare him to a white guy.
Steve Atwater is very black.
Steve Atwater's black. Who is Steve Atwater?
And I mean no disrespect by very black. I just mean like he's black. Like he is black. I wasn't like sorry. It sounded offensive. Like I'm not. And I'm only I'm apologizing because it sounded offensive. I wasn't being offensive. Because I don't actually if I had to pull up a picture of him, I'm not gonna describe the complexion of his skin. I just meant like no, like he is black, Devin. I was not comparing him to a white guy, but good on you to bring that up. Steve Atwater, both him and Eric Weddle, first team All Pros twice. 2 Pro Bowls for Steve Atwater. 8 Pro Bowls for Steve Atwater. 6 Pro Bowls for Eric Weddle. 11 years started for Steve, 12 for Eric. If we go over, let's take a look at tackles. He had 1,188. Eric Weddle had 1,179. If you want to look at interceptions, 24 for Steve Atwater, 29 for Eric Weddle. Passes deflected, 98 for Eric Weddle, 68 for Steve Atwater. I think someone like that, Eric Weddle's going to make it in. Richard Sherman's going in. Patrick Peterson's going in. There's a lot of DBs that could go in.
You know who else is
There's a lot
going
of
in?
defensive players. Who else is going in?
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, sadly, you click on it, it's like, yeah, he's way up. He's up there. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, are they not going to put him in the Hall of Fame?
They didn't even. This is all accusations, so there was no charge or even like a
Like,
slap on the wrist. It was just you get cut.
people can separate the art from the artist with Chris Benoit, so I'm just going to say this. Justin Tucker is the greatest kicker of all time. He's absolutely going to be in the Hall of Fame whenever he decides to retire. 5 years, I guess, after he decides to
Which
retire.
should be now.
But
Just
I
retire.
guess I don't really have a top 5 because I don't have a top 5, Devin, because it
There's a lot
seems
of
like
guys who
it
deserve
depends
to
on
be
your
in there.
position. But I was gonna say, it seems like depending on your position, you don't really know. Like it depends on what matters. Like
Yeah.
what matters depends on the position. So I think receivers, you better get in that fucking end zone. Kind of the same thing for running backs. Now quarterbacks, I think you got to be exceptional throughout. Your career, and just like you got to be the best of the best. You got to win MVPs. Got to be first team All Pro or in the
You gotta
conversation.
be efficient.
You got to be up there in the conversation. Like Phillip Rivers was definitely in the conversation for first team All Pros or winning MVPs. Eli Manning was not. So yeah, I guess that's what I got. I don't have a top 5, but I have we have some non Hall of Famer talk and who should be in the Hall of Fame. But Devin, we got a Jeopardy. We got the Jeopardy up, Devin. We got the Jeopardy. And as you see, we have Pro Football Reference nicknamed. Yo Mama named. 26. And this is weird. This was made this year. This Jeopardy was made in 2025. But for some reason, this person is a fan of the 2016-2017 season. Maybe what is that? Is that 28-3? Is this a Patriots fan?
Maybe.
Is that 2016-17 or was that 15-16? Or is that not neither of those years? And I'm just blanking on everything. Either way, we also have incoming. We have incoming
16,
rookies.
17. Matt Ryan was the 2016 MVP.
Yes, he was. And we have making that cheese, Devin. Now you get the first choice. You get to go first. Where would you like to start?
Is this incoming rooks in 2017, 2018?
No. This season.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And these points are different. They're doubled. This is double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy.
Nice. Then yeah, PFR for 2.
PFR for 2. All right. This player is a red rifle.
That is Andy Dalton.
That is Andy Dalton.
I was about to say Carson Palmer, and I was like, that's fucking wrong.
All right. Is it gonna stay that easy though? Is it gonna stay that easy? Let's see. 400 nickname. This player is also known as Sexy Dexy.
Yeah.
Now I'm assuming Sexy Dexy, Dexter Lawrence.
Big Dex.
Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence. Okay.
Sexy
All
Dexy.
right. I like that. All
We
right.
We should play like they play in like Jeopardy. Like if you watch it, they do like one category at a time.
Do they?
Yeah.
I thought
like
you just
if someone's hot, they'll just run with that category, or if they know a category, then.
Oh. Is that what
and
you're
then like
do?
If someone say it's a football one and someone doesn't know anything about football, if someone gets it wrong, then they'll jump to like a history one and then.
Are you saying you're going with 600 for nicknames?
Yes.
Okay. This player is also known as Dicker the Kicker. Yeah. See, here's where you're not gonna get me. I'm not going 800. I'm not going over to 800.
Are you
just
sure
so you can snipe me. I'm not going for that. I'm gonna go for incoming rooks 400 because I do want to catch up to you and Ty. I don't want to go for 200 and fall behind just yet. This talented running back from Boise State, there we go, is ranked number 10 on the mock draft. We already know where he went. It's Genty to the Raiders. There we go. I
Incoming
like
rooks for 2.
incoming rooks for 2. Name any QB in the mock draft top 7.
Shedeur.
Yeah, yeah. You said Shedeur. I hope he's on that fucking list. Yeah, all right. I'm about to say.
Yeah,
Incoming
Shedeur's
rook
ranked 2
600.
and win.
Name any defender in the NFL mock draft census board top 10. Abdul Carter. Hey,
5.
hey, Abdul. Hey, Abdul.
Your mama named for 2.
Mama name for 2. What is
Fuck.
Adrian Peterson's real first name?
What the fuck? James.
Oh.
I got
Oh
banged.
my
I
god.
got banged. I got duped.
Oh my
Twice I've
god.
been
You know
duped by false
what you
positives.
got in
Son of
WWE
a
terms. WWE terms, Devin, we were talking about, I was telling you about it earlier, Seth Rollins. You got worked.
I got worked.
You got worked, Devin. I ain't going to that damn category. What the fuck was that?
Fuck that.
What do we got? Trick questions? Trick questions.
Bitch.
All right. Let's see if I remember that one season. Let's see if I remember the season. Who won the you said
Yeah, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
it's not Jorvoski Lane. Like you said, it was Matt Ryan because they lost to the Patriots. So thank you for
Son
that.
of
I
a
appreciate it.
Bitch.
Thanks,
I
Devin.
got banged and then banged again.
Double bang, Mike Breen style.
Whoa.
Where are we going?
2016,
DP
2017 for 4.
DP Dev. That's what I'm gonna call you. For name either of the 1 seeds from the 2016-17 season.
That would be the Falcons. They won 14 or so games.
You want to name the AFC one too, just in case?
16, 17. Don't know if it was the Pats. Steelers. Okay. Oh. What?
Yeah, you didn't get either of them bitches.
What?
You said Steelers and Falcons. It's
You telling
Cowboys
me
and
they
Patriots.
weren't the 1 seed?
Cowboys and Patriots, Devin. Them damn Cowboys.
Bitch, I should have said
Them
the
damn
Pats.
Cowboys. You should have. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna go Falcons and Pats.
Fucking. Well, I thought I had it for sure.
I wasn't sure. I was just helping you out. I just wanted you to get two questions. 2 answers. I mean, let me go with. Let's look at making that cheese. This player currently has the most amount of years in their contract. Patrick Mahomes. There we go. He signed a 10-year contract. Where would you like to go?
PFR nickname for 8.
PFR nickname for 8. This former Patriot, Bengal, and Steeler. Okay.
Oh.
Who's Debo?
Wait. I got thrown off. James Harrison. I was thrown off by Deebo Samuel because I think Deebo Samuel has the same nickname story.
There is no all right. I don't the way he. Wow. All right. You got me sweating now, Devin, because that 1,000 could be super easy, or the oh, you didn't overthink it, did you? And it's something ridiculous. So I'm gonna go with making that cheese for 400. No, I'm not. Actually, I don't. Yeah, I am. This recently extended QB is currently set to have the largest cap hit in 2025. The cap hit is 89,896,666. This recently extended QB. Who got recently extended? Ooh. Recently. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna get this wrong. Who? Oh, fuck. Mahomes or not Mahomes? Stafford just signed an extension. Was it a 3-year?
I don't think he's hitting that cap hit.
I know that's crazy, but recently extended. So Trevor Lawrence was extended. What, a couple years ago when he got that fat deal? A year or two ago. Who makes the most money in the NFL? It's not fucking Mahomes because he's been reconstructing that shit since he signed it.
It's a guy who's not him.
Wow. I can't believe I'm completely blanking on this recently extended QB. I'm so blanking it's not even funny.
No,
because the
please
only
get it.
No, I'm not gonna get it, and it's okay, and I'm accepting that. Because it could be Dak, it could be Trevor Lawrence, it could be Stafford, who was recently extended. But Dak and T-Law were extended like what, a year or two ago? Stafford was extended this year. Stafford's not making $90 fucking million next year. Give me Dak.
Stack the whole way.
Dude, I was overthinking the whole time, but dude, what I say when it comes to cap space?
What did I do?
I get confused sometimes. What do we want?
Give me PFR for a K.
This current player is also known as the route runner.
Devontae Adams. Amari Cooper. What a shitty nickname.
Oh, wow.
What a poop dick nickname.
I'm not gonna lie. I was with you. I was like, damn, he got it.
Guess who else is called route runner? Every fucking receiver in the league. Fucking shit dick nickname. The fuck.
The passer.
The passer. The runner.
Making that cheese for 600. This former Super Bowl participant currently has the second most guaranteed money at signing. They are second only to Deshaun Watson's guaranteed $230 million. This former Super Bowl participant. Has this. Did you just whisper that?
Yeah.
Did you just whisper the answer to me?
Did you hear it?
Did you really just whisper the answer to me?
Did you hear it?
Just off of my competitiveness alone, I don't want to say that.
Oh, I didn't say.
Did you say that?
Name.
Oh, so you didn't say that with confidence?
No, I didn't say the name. I didn't say his name.
Yeah, you said his initials.
Oh, damn! How good? How good are these picking up?
Yeah, you said JB. And like the competitor in me. Like, damn.
I don't know.
Damn.
But I don't know.
But that's the thing. Like, because when I was thinking participants, I was thinking like Purdy. Purdy's a participant. But you're right. Brock was a participant. Burrow was a participant. Because technically, so this is someone that hasn't won a Super Bowl. So you're right. It is Burrow or Brock, and Brock just signed that extension, and I don't think his guaranteed money is behind Deshaun Watson. You suck, but I'm gonna have to just go ahead and say Burrow. I mean, if it's wrong, thanks. Yeah, it's Burrow.
I was about to say Purdy's whole contract is less than $230 million.
Yeah. You're right. I definitely. Yeah.
Incoming rooks for 8.
Incoming rooks for 8. 2 prospects from Missouri are in the NFL mock drafts database. Top 50 for 2025. One of the prospects is a receiver. The other one is an O lineman. Name either of them.
Is that Patriots guy? That O lineman? Is he from Missouri? Or is he from somewhere else?
I think he's LSU.
Yeah, you're right. Missouri, like being from the state, or like the college of Mizzou? Probably the college.
I'm gonna say Missouri.
Missouri.
I'm gonna say Missouri.
I don't have any of them. Either of them.
Like, no guess at all.
James Randolph, O-line out of Mizzou. Thanks.
Luther Burden and
Armand Membu.
God damn. Let's go with the names for 400. What is Sauce Gardner's real first name?
Sauce, you got it wrong, bitch.
Wow.
Oh, I know it.
He looks like a Darren.
Nope.
I don't fucking know. I have no clue. Ahmad.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Ahmad.
Fuck no.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. What do you want to go with? Fuck.
That's how it's pronounced. Your mama named. Damn, it sucks that I would have gotten that Sauce one.
For 600? What is Julio's first real name? What is Julio Jones' real first name?
Terrence.
You've had this on Guess the Athlete.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
You know it.
Is it Islamic?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I don't know.
Do you know it?
I have I'm saying it in my head. I don't think I'm there, but it's like, so the answer to that would be no. I don't officially know it, but like, I'm ballpark because I remember when I found this name, I was like, holy shit, I cannot wait to make this one of the facts. And it's in my head like it's, but I don't think Islamic is the word.
Leviticus. Quintori. How the fuck am I gonna get that?
Okay, that's why I remember, because it was something that you just would have never thought.
Shit.
All right. Let me go with the 2016-17 season in 600. Super Bowl rematch kicked off the 2016 season in Thursday Night Football. So Super Bowl rematch kicked off that season. I could assume that might have been Seahawks Patriots. Because, oh man, you don't have to, but the year.
So it's 16 Super Bowl 15 season. 20 Super Bowl 50 was
kicked off the 16 season. No, the 16-17 season.
No, I'm saying like the rematch of the prior Super Bowl kicked off the 16 season.
But I don't think this Super Bowl rematch kicked off. I think it's any Super Bowl rematch.
It's any Super Bowl rematch.
I don't think it's the year before. What I was thinking of when Brady got suspended. I think Brady got suspended this season. No, he got yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, Brady didn't get suspended 28-3, did he?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not recalling like Jimmy Garoppolo beating the Seahawks or losing to the Seahawks. I don't know. Seahawks Patriots. I have no clue. Oh, you were absolutely right.
Yeah.
Panthers Broncos. I don't remember that being the hot kickoff game for the year after that. But oh well.
Broncos were kind of pissed after that.
They were.
So were the Panthers.
They also were kind of pissed after that. Where do you want to go?
16, 17, 800. Yeah.
In 2016, these two teams ended their Week 7 matchup in a 6-6 tie. Both teams' kickers made a field goal and shanked a field goal in OT. When the final kick was shanked, Al Michaels said, "That's impossible."
Seahawks, Cardinals.
All right. What a pull.
Come on,
What a
son.
pull. I wasn't pulling that out.
That one's deep in the bank. That's Pete Carroll just freaking out.
Making that cheese for 800. This NFC player is set for the highest cap hit of all offensive tackles in 2025. Give me Laramie Tunsil. Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs.
Taylor Moton.
Laramie Tunsil is who y'all picked up, right? Or did I make that up?
No, you
Okay.
You are correct.
I didn't know if his bag was crazy or something.
It was decent. I don't like the name thing. That kind of fucking blows. Quinteros.
The name thing does kind of suck.
16-17 season for a kid.
The 16-17 season for 1,000. We got this NFC safety from Alabama earned their first and only All-Pro selection in 2016. Oh. I think I know this.
Don't owe me, motherfucker.
I think I know. I think I do. Maybe the confidence is off. Because I don't know when exactly he entered the league. So this might be a little too early, actually. So I could be wrong. Actually, I'm probably wrong. Yeah, this is too early, actually. Yeah, fuck what I'm saying. Fuck what I'm saying. Who the fuck was this? Alabama safety? Wait, the guy I was thinking about didn't even go to Alabama. Wow. I think he went to LSU. Okay, anyways. What you got?
Give me a minute. Fuck.
From Bama.
Eric Berry.
He played for the Chiefs his whole career.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm going to put in a guess for you. Harrison Smith. Landon Collins.
Oh, you bastard.
Eric Berry.
I wasn't going to get to Landon Collins, but yes, Landon Collins. On the Giants.
Names for 800.
You bitch. You are such a slut.
Give me Eugene Smith.
No, that doesn't count.
Oh,
it should be
just
under
counted.
nicknames. That's a nickname.
It just counted.
No, it's a shortening of your name.
Quintorris Jones.
Yeah, Quintorris is real close to Julio, but you know what's fucking not close? Eugene and Gino. And Ahmad and Sauce. Fucking Adrian's name is Adrian. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Sauce is a nickname.
Sauce is a nickname. Julio's his fucking middle name. And Gino is just shortening his fucking first name.
God. Well, I guess that's what they go by in the NFL. Anyways, where do you want to go?
God damn it. Yo mama named. If you give me some bullshit, I'm gonna bullshit. You gotta be kidding. Alright, watch this. Von Miller has no middle name.
Okay, I'll let you put in a guess, and if that's right, I'm also giving it to you.
No, that's my guess.
No, come on, that's ridiculous.
Bon. B-O-N.
Here, this is how much I want to make it a game.
Right.
I'm going to let you guess. Here, I'm going to let you guess, and I'm going to give you it on two conditions. If he doesn't have one, or if Vaughn is his fucking middle name. If Vaughn's his middle name, you're getting it. I'm not doing these trick questions.
Terrell.
It's asking, what is his middle name? Daryl?
Terrell.
We talked about this.
What do you mean we've talked about this?
We've talked about this. I remember now because we tried to print. We were like Bijan. Like we talked about this. I do remember saying Bijan. We've talked about this. We've talked about that.
What the fuck's this Sky Comma doing in there?
You said what's the what?
The Sky Comma.
Incoming rooks. Did you just say Sky Comma?
Yeah, it's a Sky Comma.
Incoming rooks making that cheese. Incoming rooks making that cheese. Well, I don't know anybody from Missouri, so I'm not guessing 1,000. Give me cheese for it, thou wow. This Pro Football Focus All-Pro punter is set for the highest 2025 cap hit of all punters at 4.2. Give me
Sam Cock.
not our punter. He's not our punter.
Was.
He was for a long time, Super Bowl champ. What punter is making the most money?
Do you
All
know
pro,
any
all
players?
pro punter, all pro punter. Yeah, I'm thinking of bro on the
Chiefs.
who's the Rams punter?
Johnny Hecker's been gone for years.
Who's the Rams punter?
I don't know.
Give me the Rams punter. Seahawks.
Give me the Rams punter.
I mean, it said the team. I would have given myself the points. I'm not gonna lie.
This is for
Name
me,
any
yeah.
tight end.
Take it all.
Name any. This is for the game. Name any tight end in the NFL mock draft database consensus board's top 4 tight ends for 2025. The further the player is from number 1, the more points you get.
If I get 4, I'm taking the bag and I'm running. I don't know any tight ends. We spent so much time talking about Shedeur Sanders.
Name one. Who's the top rated tight end of last year's draft?
Michael Rubin. Isn't that white dude?
Oh, fuck.
Who's the white party guy?
We got Tyler Warren. We got Colston Loveland. We have Harold Fanning Jr. Mason Taylor.
Oh, dude.
And
Jason Taylor's son. Nice.
So there you go. If you would have guessed Mason Taylor, you would have gotten 4,000 points. So how many do you lose? Let's say, yeah, how many? That's not fair. You didn't even guess someone that was real, or that was in the NFL. I mean,
what was I gonna say?
What were you gonna say?
Oh yes, the Orioles. We made a trade at the trade deadline, and we just keep trying to get guys with the whitest names possible.
Oh.
So we have a guy named Cobb Hightower.
That's not the whitest. We can come up with something whiter than that.
Brandon Butterworth.
That's not a real name.
It's very real. And there's a few other just mad white names in there that are nuts.
That's not a real person. There's no
Dude,
way.
We have a guy.
Absolutely no way.
We've got a guy on our team. His name is Maverick Handley.
Butterworth? Is that what you really just said?
Brandon Butterworth, yeah.
Brandon Butterworth. Baseball. All right, now let me just look up Brandon Butterworth and get this name. This guy's name is Brandon Butterworth.
Tyson Neighbors, I think, is the other guy.
Brandon Butterworth?
Yep.
Wow. And Maverick who?
Handley. Maverick Handley.
Maverick Handley. Wow.
If you just go through like the Orioles' entire organization, it was some of the whitest names ever. I mean, Gunnar Henderson's a very white name.
Well, 800 to negative 3,400, Devin.
2,400.
3,400. You got that last one wrong. So
No, I didn't.
Dropped down another 1,000. Negative 34 to 800. I'll take the dub. And
you got lucky, dude.
No, it's fine. You can know you can know the capitals of states and presidents, and I'll take.
I knew who tied 6-6 in 2016.
I'll take knowing what's short for Eugene. Sometimes look, Devin. I'm just sorry. Sometimes we can't all be geniuses. Sometimes it's hard being a genius. I'm sorry. It's what it is. It's just what it is. It's so obvious that Julio is short for Quintorris.
My bad. And
that's
in the nickname category. There's no nickname for Adrian Peters.
But Eugene, what could Gino possibly be short for? I thought he was born Gino, and they said, what if we call him Eugene? They were like, oh, that's clever. That's a bar. But
Bad
no,
call.
some of those questions were a little questionable.
Oh, and what's Von Miller's middle name? Bavashon.
Bavashon. But no,
Damn it.
Quintoris Jones, Vaughn Bavashon Miller. You were close, Vaughn Miller. You were close. I mean,
I had to
you
be
were
in there.
Vaughn
And
Miller.
it was fucking stupid.
Preseason football starts. We still got players holding out. People need to calm down about Shedeur, which I didn't mention the fact that the Browns just signed Tyler Huntley.
You sure?
I'm positive. Shedeur fans need to be worried that he makes the team. They need to make sure that he is on the roster for more than like they need to make sure that he makes the team for more than just Cleveland wanting to avoid having to talk about cutting him all year. You know, like if they cut Shedeur, Shedeur is going to go to a different team. But if they cut Shedeur all year, it'd be like, so how do you think Shedeur would like it? It would all year it would be questions about Shedeur to Cleveland. Non-Hall of Famers, there's a lot of them that might deserve to go in. Maybe some that are in that were like, might need to redraft this or take a reevaluation of the Hall of Fame, Devin. But no, I think we got everything out the way. Is there anything that you want to say before we get out of here? Nice, beautiful.
Speaking of Gunner,
is that a Star Wars?
It's a Star Wars
bobblehead
of the Gunster.
Nice. Of the Gunster. Well, with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Saturday.
Is that Ray Rice back there?
Where? Ray?
You have a Ray Rice?
I have Ray. He's over here. Do I have a Ray Rice bobblehead?
Yeah. Is that not a bobblehead, or is that like a figurine, or what?
Oh yeah, that's just a figure. But I got the figure. You got the Ray, you got the Tebow, you got the Joe. Shout out to Joe. Yeah, I guess I got Ray on my thing. But I mean, what you want me to not be a fan of my childhood? I don't have a fucking Hernandez thing up here. I mean, golly, do I have to take everybody down? You want me to take who else do I got to take down? Do I got to take Ray down? Do I got to take Ray Lewis down? I got to take Ray Lewis down. I might as well take Mark Andrews down, fucker.
Let's take your words out of context. Out of context? Who are you taking down?
The Coca-Cola man, the Coca-Cola polar bear. That's who I'm taking down. The Coca-Cola polar bear. I might take that down. Any of that. Bob Saget popping out. Maybe him. Who knows? I don't know, Devin. But with all that being said, hopefully you all enjoyed.
Hold on.
What's up?
I do have something to say.
Okay.
People keep talking Epstein this, Epstein didn't kill himself. What fucking blah. Bob Saget didn't slip in his hotel room and hit his head on the bed frame. Someone needs to look into that pronto. He got hit with a fucking baseball bat. Who wanted to kill Bob Saget?
And then go to bed. He went to bed.
Dude, they gave you 8 different stories, and look at the pictures of Bob Saget's room where he died in. The walls, the bed, everything in that fucking room is padded, essentially. Like they said, he hit his head on the bed, on the what's it called, headboard. It's fucking padded.
Well, he hit his head on the headboard and then tucked himself in for a night's sleep. Come on, crazy that there is no justice for Bob Saget. Kind of want to look into see what his family had to say about it because that is
they probably did
ridiculous. No, let's not do that. Let's not put any.
Someone did it. It was probably a drug dealer. Probably didn't pay somebody. It's probably a bookie.
I was gonna say I'd also like to not put that on him either. Maybe it's just maybe just a bad guy. Maybe it was just a bad person that
did it. Maybe it's a guy who was Team Jesse.
All right. Okay. Hopefully you enjoy this episode of On It. Hopefully we're back on Saturday. because who knows? See, FBI might come and swoop us in, kill us for bringing up top secret. That's the thing, because that's what they want us to care about. They want us to care about Epstein while they're killing Bob Saget. Just saying.
How many more Saggets
or
have to
not,
die
or
for
not.
us to give a shit?
I don't know how many more Saggets there are. Like how many Saggets are around. I don't hear many, like, oh, Bob Saget's kid. Like, does he have kids? Does he have, I
might name my
I
kid
hope
Saget.
so. All right, we've went way off. All right, we're talking hypothetical baby names. I'm gonna name my kid Saget Quintoris Buvishon DeJean. That's what I'm gonna name him. But yeah, hopefully
Bivishon will never not be funny. That's awesome. I wish I could I wish I remembered that.
Hopefully we're gonna remember that moving forward. We'll never forget. It's gonna be Buvishon Miller. I'm never calling him Von Miller again.
And Julio
Buvishon
Jones will be
Miller.
known as Quintoris Jones.
Quintoris Jones. And Eugene
Gardner.
Smith.
I'm a Gardner.
But hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of On It. We're going to be back on Saturday to talk more. Well, we're gonna see some players in action in preseason. We're gonna see what's going on with them. We're gonna talk and see maybe if these players that are bitching about money get their money, or if they get traded, or if they just sit out more practice. Who the fuck knows? Hopefully you enjoyed. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.